Hi, my name's Anna Serin. I'm Director of Listings Development with the Canadian Securities Exchange. You're joining us at PDAC 2026 in the CSE Podcast Hub. I'm joined by David Stein with Kuya Silver. Thank you for joining me, David.
Thank you, Anna. Thanks
How
for
you
having me.
doing?
We're good.
Good.
Doing well.
Good. Okay. So you just came off the heels of a fantastic financing. But let's start with hearing again about the project for those that don't know about it. Tell us about Kuya.
Sure. Our flagship project is the Bethania silver mine in Peru, which we have just recently restarted the silver mine in central Peru. We're ramping it up, and we're getting more and more production from the mine. It's looking good. We should be kind of hitting our kind of initial targets by the end of this year, and that would be producing something in the order of 1.5 million ounces a year. We're also we have a big land package that's very underexplored. We went through some very tough years between listing and then now with the silver price over $100 or $90, it's obviously good times. But we're really aggressively ramping up the exploration as well now that we have more money and we've got a great market. And so you'll see a lot of more exploration from us than you've ever seen before.
That's amazing. So you're in production on a part of the property, and that production, will that money go towards further exploration?
I mean, some of it. We don't need all the money for exploration. We probably can't spend that much.
Yeah.
But we
I love those stories.
Yeah, we'll do probably 5,000 meters this quarter, and then we'd like to do more in the subsequent quarters. Add more rigs to the property, and just keep going. Have exploration updates out every 2 to 3 months, and then resource updates maybe annually. And that's kind of how we should be running the mine from an exploration point of view now.
Great story for investors. Now, you just came off the heels of, was it a $25 million raise?
25.5.
25.5. I'm sorry, don't forget the 0.5.
Yeah.
Silver's really having a moment. And, I've interviewed you several times, and
yeah.
You're also a bit of a thought leader in the space. What are your thoughts on silver right now?
Well, I don't see any catalysts out there that is going to cause it to have any kind of dramatic fall. So therefore, I kind of think that it's going to keep going.
It's got some runway
up. I really believe that to analyze the price of silver or forecast it, you really need to look at what gold's doing.
Yep.
Because they are very tied together, and gold's a much bigger market. So it does kind of give you a clue of where the money flows are going. And I think the fundamentals for gold are still very strong. Maybe even stronger today in light of what's going on with Iran. Who knows if that'll be a long-term thing or not. And but the money printing and the inflation, those are all not changing anytime soon. So I think gold's going higher, and then silver will follow it.
Silver does typically follow it.
Yeah.
Anything that we should be paying attention to in the coming months for Kuya?
Yeah, we'll have a lot of news, in particular in April and Q2.
Yep.
So we do expect to close the acquisition of the Camilla mill. She didn't ask me about, but that actually was our main use of proceeds for the financing that we did. We're buying the mill that we've been using as a toll mill. We're going to buy it, and we're also going to invest a bit of money to make some improvements to it.
Okay.
So that's happening. And then mid-April, we'll have our Q1 operational update. Yep. We'll have our financials out, Q4 and Q1. That'll be in April and then May. And so we'll have a lot of opportunity to update the market on the mine in the next few months, and we plan to use that.
Yep.
And then also have exploration news as well.
Okay, so this is a pretty unique vertical integration that you've built, right? So you are producing out of the mine. You have just acquired the mill.
Yep.
That is,
we will acquire it in this
month. You will
month.
acquire the mill this month with
Yep.
the financing that was just completed.
Right.
And some of the proceeds from what you're producing out of the property already will go towards further exploration. Well, listen, thank you for joining us, David, and we will see you throughout the week at PDAC. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.